These art hacks will save you time, money, and stress level. Some of this information I think will blow your mind. Today, if you feel like supporting me, you can hit the subscribe button. Are you ready for all these hacks? Then let's do it! The first hack I want to show you is hairspray. When we do graphite portraits especially, going over them with our white gel pen is almost impossible because it's very slippery on the paper. Here you see me trying to do the whiskers of my cat and I am struggling. I had hairspray at home and instead of a fixative, you can always use this hairspray. But you have to apply a very thin layer just like this, let it dry, and then go over it again and you will see that you can easily draw on top of that graphite now. The second hack I want to show you is about colored pencils and how to give the hair effect. This is my X-Acto knife, and once you finish your layers with your colored pencil, you can go over with your X-Acto knife to give this realistic effect to hair. But you need to be really careful there because you don't want to tear your paper. These give the best results if you didn't blend the colored pencils yet. It's hard to get these kind of thin lines with your pencil, so X-Acto knife is very nice in that sense. Also, you can use your X-Acto knife to give highlights to other places that you forgot and you don't have the white color pencil, then you can use your X-Acto knife. My other hack is about eraser pencils. So if you don't have eraser pencil but you have a glue gun, for example, you can use this core of the glue gun. The glue part will erase just like a pencil eraser. Let me show you how. This is my glue and I'm gonna cut a very small piece of it with my X-Acto knife. You don't have to cut it, but I prefer it that way. Now you see it is very small. And now I'm going to do these hair-like structures with my glue piece. Did you see it? It's amazing, and you can cut any shape you want. You can even use it as it is, just like a pencil. As you can see, when you go over my charcoal, it is picking it up and it's giving great highlights. Now, these cotton rolls are from a dentist. You know, they use these cotton rolls to stop bleeding. Now, I'm going to use it to blend my pencil. Here is my 2B and I'm just applying gently on my paper, and when I go over it with this cotton roll, you will see that it blends it really nicely. Now I'm going to apply it on my self-portrait so you can see it better. I'm adding the shadow area first, very gently. And then I'm gonna go over it with this cotton roll and see what happens. Perfect. It's really nice. It's so soft. It's not like a Q-tip, it's much softer. Now, time to blend some color pencils. I have Vaseline and I have baby oil, and see if they will work. In Harry Potter's hair, I used a solvent, Gamsol, but here I'm going to try some household products and see how they will blend. If you wonder what my paper is, I'm using smooth paper Bristol 400 series for this video. Usually for my realistic portraits, I prefer smooth paper. Now I'm layering with my 2 different brown tones on my paper very gently. And I'm doing the second layer now before I blend. Afterwards, I'm just going to go in with my cotton tip, dip it in my baby oil, try to get the excessive oil out, and then gently blend it. It is actually blending pretty good. I really loved it. The second one I'm gonna do with Vaseline. I'm just gonna get just a little bit and I'm going to apply right here. It is slower than the baby oil, honestly, but it still blends and I really liked it. In order to do the second layer on top of this, you have to be careful about one thing. The oil seems like not drying really easily, so when I try to draw, this is what happens. If you blend it with your cotton roll first and that oil is gone, then you can go in and add your second layer. Here we go. No problems. If you don't have a masking fluid in watercolor, what can you do? Masking fluids can be expensive. Sometimes we don't have them at home right away. So I'm gonna show you a trick. If you had a wax-based colored pencil at home, especially white, then you can actually create this masking fluid effect. I'm drawing wave line structures right now. Of course, you cannot see it because it's a white paper. But now, after that, I'm going to go over it with my blue watercolor paint, and you will see that those white areas that I just drew is not gonna get wet. The paint cannot hold on to the wax, so as a result, it just looks white. Isn't that great? Now, I'm going to show you a very quick paint hack. If you're with your kids or if you want to have a quick, nice activity, then you can use this. I use my red gouache here and I'm going to dip all these cotton tips into it. But before, I want to do the stems of my flowers. I'm doing just random stems first. And when they dry, I'm just gonna go dip my Q-tip into that red and do some really nice, cute red flowers. There we go. So easy. I want to show you one more flower tip, and for that, I'm going to use my yellow and a fork. Just wet your paper a little bit with just a tiny bit of water and then get your fork. I prefer smaller size. And I dip the back of it in my paint. Here you go, I do back and forth movements and I press it on my paper to get these tulip-like structures. Very nice. Now, how to use sandpaper. If you have blending stump and you don't know how to clean it after you use it, actually sandpapers are great for that. You just get your blending stump, dirty blending stump on it. With back and forth movements, you just clean that charcoal on the blending stump. You should keep turning your blending stump so that each surface gets evenly cleaned. Perfect! Now the other hack is if you don't have kneaded eraser at home or you find it a little bit expensive to have, but you have these at home that tack it, then actually you can use them as kneaded eraser. Let me show you how. I have the colorful ones. I'm gonna use just one, a little bit piece here just to show you. Take it any size you want. And you know, it's very sticky, so I'm going to try to use it in this charcoal area. I press it, lift it, and you see it lifts the charcoal perfectly. And in order to get that dirty area out of your way, you can knead it just like in your kneaded eraser. If you don't have pen pastels, what can you do? I use pen pastels a lot, especially for this portrait. I used my pen pastels a lot. And if you don't have them at home, but you have, for example, stick pastels, it should still work. Let me show you how. I'm gonna get just one random pastel stick. By using my X-Acto knife, I'm just going to gently shave it into this container. And if you choose a container with a lid, that will be even perfect. Now, as you can see, I got all these dust and I'm going to dip my applicator in this dust and boom, as you can see, I can paint it now. How to clean charcoal. Charcoal is a mess, we all know that. But I love charcoal, I love working with charcoal. but look at my hand. Even after I wash it with soap, it's still dirty. How can you clean this? I have this dishwasher soap. I apply it on my hand and I wash it in my warm water just for 2 minutes by trying to get it off, and this is the end result. Ta-ta! How about the surface? I tried all these like cleaning supplies and the spray didn't work, so I just poured it over all the chemical, and unfortunately it did not work. I tried every chemical, guys, trust me. The best one is this one, and I'm not working for this company, but I tried it and it worked miracles. Now watch it. I have this wet towel, and once I try to apply it, it's all gone. This is by far the best one that worked with charcoal for me. I hope you liked this video, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Thanks for watching my video. If you like my videos, please don't forget to subscribe. And for my real-time narrated tutorials, visit my Patreon, patreon.com/Ece Gurler. Stay with art and love.